Hello and welcome back. This is Darius Torana, and we are back on Medieval Dynasty 2 Medieval Fools. Today I'm going to be continuing the Son of the She-Wolf quest so that we can get that done. But beyond that, I'm not really sure what we're going to be doing. But yeah, so here we go. We're going to obviously wait for Rave, but yeah. Alright, and I am recording again.
Excellent. Welcome, people.
So I am going to be working on that quest that I was working on before, as it is past noon.
Sounds good. That button.
Gotta go find the guy.
That's fair.
Alright, here he is. Welcome. It took me a while to go over our findings. They have brought all memories back. My father has been missing for years, and I'm sure he was gone for good, but at that moment I felt I'd just lost him again that day. Just shows how much he meant to you. You don't have to bother to comfort me. I'll manage. Spending some time alone made me calm down and clear my head. How about you? Did you learn anything from my uncle Nedian? He was reluctant to speak at all until he realized the axe was his. The rusty weapon is his. That's hard to imagine. What could make him leave it there? He'd rather lose his hand than lose his grip on the handle. I don't know. He instantly became furious and claimed that the hunter stole it from him. Well, he could just be angry that you reminded him of losing it. It would be considered a great disgrace if he simply misplaced his axe. Did he share anything else? Not much besides grunting, threatening, and finding your mother to be the root of all evil. My mother? Why would he say that? Well, he might think that she's responsible for my every action. He still views me as a child who can't wipe his own arse without his mom's help. I prefer not to comment on that. Blast him. He's useless.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. He was a good friend of my family once, but that's long ago. Completely forsaken us when my father went missing. Whatever. I didn't need him then, and I don't need him now. Let's forget about him. I have a delicate matter for you. There's a renowned barber surgeon residing in the main city. His name is Sedowin. The man has vast knowledge on any subject I can imagine. I witnessed him putting together a badly broken leg of one of our villagers. I'm usually carried unconscious to the surgeon. We could have met, but I can't recall. The remains, bring them to the medic and let him examine him. I want to be sure that they are and learn. I want to be sure what they are and learn more about the cause of death. Of course, whatever you need.
How you doing?
Sounds good.
Have a nice day.
Alright, so now I gotta go talk to Sedowin.
Which town are you in right now?
Clonica.
Okay. Let me know if there's any extraction people or production people there.
Sounds good. I'll check real quick because I'm right next to them.
And then I need to build them a house.
We got one extraction. One extraction.
Alright, hire him.
Sounds good.
I will start working on that house thing real quick. Thank you.
No problem.
So, I've rebuilt both blacksmiths, but each blacksmith level 2 can have 2 people in it.
Ooh.
So, we've got more space.
That's awesome.
On top of that, because now we should be able to start doing, I can't build here. We should be able to start doing bronze. That means that we need more excavation huts.
Oh, yeah.
Both of those mean we need more houses.
Yes. Oh, we're a village.
We are.
That means it's going to be expensive.
Yeah, that's a good point. Also, I gotta chop down one of those trees before I can put that in place.
Alright, so I took the carriage over to Piastovia. I just saw him walk in here. Where did he go? There he is. Here's Sedowin. Oh, it's you. Soon your brows will become one from all that furrowing. What happened? Thank you for the compliment. I was quite observant of you, and I'm glad to see you're in good shape. I could really benefit from a sharp, healthy mind like yours right now. I'd rather it stay in my skull, thank you. No worries, I no longer dissect the living. Wait, what? I no longer dissect the living? Oh.
He is very considerate.
Yes. It never ended well for either me or the specimen. This time, the case is simpler. Even though it might seem mundane, it came from the very top. Someone has finally taken an interest in us, I wonder. I may have gotten a little too far with this announcement. Right? Let's narrow down the scope a bit. I was referring to Mirogod. He has suddenly left his post. That's great, isn't it? He's a prick, after all. I'm afraid the departure is not permanent. Oh, shoot. This is not the... So, I was doing the She-Wolf quest, but this is actually a continuation of the main quest line.
Yeah.
So, just FYI, this actually doesn't have anything to do with the quest I was just doing. I'm afraid his departure is not permanent. This man hates to leave the walls of Piastovia. Biagoda asked me to prepare a potent concoction, which I usually provide to Miragod once a month. It has a calming effect. She was probably overwhelmed by all the duties. The concoction may be too potent for her, but she insisted. It's not for me to criticize my host's wife. I need your help in finding 3 uncommon ingredients in order to prepare it. Where can I find them? I won't require you to memorize the waypoints, of course. Here, all the instructions are written on this parchment. And don't get killed again. We've got enough blood on my hands already. I hate reading. You're a vile man. Alright. Now we'll talk about it. Alright. Is everything alright? My friend entrusted me with with an unusual request regarding human remains. I might be the only person in the world hit by nostalgia at the sound of these words. Even the forsaken odor that accompanied my experiments seems pleasant in my memories. Bloody ignorance always have to ruin everything. Forgive me, I'm babbling. Where's the body? What body? There isn't any. I have a bundle of remains. Ah, that's quite disappointing. There's not much to examine here, which is a pity. I was expecting something more fresh than a dried fossil. But you've come a long way, and I wouldn't want you to go in vain. Let's see. The femur bone is quite long, and its head is thick. This is almost certainly a man's bone. But the state is awful. There are several deep cuts and blunt markings. I'd say they came from the sturdy hands of a crude butcher. Someone took tremendous care to ensure he wouldn't survive. Judging by the condition of the pieces, it was a middle-aged individual. However, the remains themselves are not old. The man was still alive several years ago. I just hope you didn't dig up someone you murdered yourself. That kind of behavior should be treated without delay. I have this recipe for a potion. I never murdered anyone. Killed is a different story, but murder? Never. Alright. Oh, I have a new skill. Ooh, diplomacy.
Oh, okay, we did the big fence over there.
Alright. Journal. Ooh, I'm gonna go do that real quick.
That.
The don't be dull, be wetter. You get a really cool knife from that.
Sounds familiar.
It's the Breathtaker quest.
Ah, okay.
Oh, it's you again.
I need a ride. That's gonna be down to Skowkie.
You love having lots of resources open.
Yes.
From where we left off yesterday, which wasn't a whole day, I've rebuilt 2 buildings, almost finished a house, and almost built excavation shed also.
Nice.
So let's start on a second excavation shed.
So Wojciech asked me about the missing payments that the gentleman who gave us this knife has, and I said, missing payments? This blasted weasel didn't pay for the last 3 services I provided him, and he ended up owing me quite a lot of money. I'm not doing another job for that fraud unless he pays me back. How much does he owe? Exactly 100 coins, that cheeky bastard. I'll cover the debt. Finally,
Yeah,
let me get to work. Here, sharp as new. Don't cut yourself. Alright, and then...
Hello there.
Don't worry, unhappy villager. I'm almost done.
once you get done, we can take a nap.
Sounds good. Alright, he has a job. He was excavation, wasn't he? If I could have already given him a job. Ah, 4 more stone.
Alright. It is amazing how much difference fences and stuff make to the like visuals of your town.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just in my 100 days, I just got like all my fences put in for my current housing situation,
Yeah,
and it just transformed how the city looked or how the village looked. Like it's beautiful now.
I believe it. I'm glad it's looking good.
Yeah,
I don't have anything yet, and the place is. I mean, it looks nice, but it doesn't look homey.
yeah. I mean, I just got mine in, and I'm like 60 days in, so I mean, I'm
Yeah,
like twice as far in as you. So makes sense that you don't have any in yet.
I just haven't had the money.
Yeah. Uh,
Okay, that is a female, right?
yes.
Excellent. Okay, heading to taking app.
Oh, it's going to be the end of the season.
Oh, well, you're gonna get teleported home then.
Yep.
Unless you're like me and you get teleported on top of your donkey.
Yeah, I should. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Don't sleep yet.
Where's
Oh,
my
wait.
wife?
Hold on. I won't be able
My
to.
wife was got in my house.
That's weird.
Oh, she's sleeping on the ground outside under the tree.
That's very odd. She,
That seems very fitting for this game.
yep. Maybe she had a
Alright.
little bit too much to drink. I was gonna say I'll just stay on my donkey so I don't get teleported, but I want to skip the night. So
I hope that she. Well, we're gonna skip the night one way or another.
yeah.
I hope that she isn't drunk. She's pregnant.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Huh.
Alright, you ready to sleep?
Yep.
The next season. It's a good thing I got that house done.
Yeah, that's true.
Villagers get really unhappy if you skip to the next season. Ooh, I have a cutscene.
Oh, that means you have a baby.
Yay! Spring of year something. Wait, is it spring? Ooh, a daughter. I can name her Baldwina.
Baldwina.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Or Blanca.
Nice.
Ooh, Eureka. I can pronounce that one. Or Erwina. I like Erwina. I'm gonna go with that one. Okay, now what was my wife doing? Because suddenly have no, or someone unemployed, or a house unworking. Ah, she was good in like 4 different things. she was a hunter. We no longer have any hunters.
I'm checking something real quick. I don't know if it'll... Nope.
Alright, did you get teleported home?
Yeah, I did.
Cool.
What just happened? We just got 7 people that are out of stuff now.
That is a very good question. Can't think of that. Oh, we're down to 4. Are you looking into it?
No. Still says 7 on mine.
No, mine says 4.
That's weird.
Okay. Which has us out of tools.
Okay.
So we need more axes again. The hunting lodge has no worker. The sewing hut is out of, I assume, flax to make linen thread out of. Yep.
That was a great shot.
Yeah, that's everything.
Okay. I've been meaning to go and just buy some flax stalks so that they can keep working, but I keep forgetting to do that.
That also sounds expensive.
It's not like the most expensive thing, and we can recoup the costs by just selling the bags that we get from them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Alternatively, we could
just wait for
plant
next
a much
season.
bigger flax to harvest this time.
Yeah, at some point this winter I want to get a big field set up so that we can do that.
Easy now.
Well, if you want to do it this winter, now's the time.
Yep, I'm gonna go and complete these quests real quick and then come back home.
High copper.
How are you?
I need a ride to Clonica.
Okay, remember to check for people.
Yep. This person's inside the ground.
That seems very helpful.
Yep. It was very Skyrim-esque.
Oh, nice. Why are they always using the workstations I need when I get there? Like, both blacksmiths are using the anvil. One blacksmith doesn't even do anything that uses the anvil.
That's funny. Alright, you're back. Everything went well? Indeed it did. Nope, not gonna say that one. I'm gonna say, because then I'd just lose the knife and nothing. You know how it went, you fraud. First you swindled Wojak, and now me. I have no idea. Oh, spare me the lies. Fine, I did. You happy? I don't care what anyone about anyone outside of Clonica. Neither did that bloody blacksmith nor you. That's why I did it. Now give me my knife back before you what? That's what I thought. This knife's mine now, and you better be glad I'm not reporting you to the Castellan. And now I equip the knife and kill him with it.
Why are you killing him?
I can't actually kill him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I'm going to pretend to attack him, because he's a rude person. There we go. Alright, all done there. Now, journal. Back to Son of the She-Wolf. Deliver them to Yaropelk.
Alright, let's get a second house going so that we have more space for people. Also, I think you need to chop down a tree. So, you were talking about putting fences in? What
Yeah.
type of fence did you go with?
I went with the like middle stick fence where it's not like the short one, but it's not like the super intricate. Alright. Yaropelk, it's good to see you. What news do you bring? Did you learn anything from the barber surgeon? The bones belong to a middle-aged man and are a few years old. Then there's no doubt those remains have to belong to my father. Their location and other findings confirm this. You can hand them over to me. I should return them to my mother as soon as I can. She got furious when she learned that I'd lent them to someone. Here you go. I don't want his ghost to haunt me. Thank you. I don't blame her for her reaction. I've opened an old wound and came close to the act of profanation. She has suffered enough loss in her life. Yet, there's something different in my mother's behavior this time. She may have been confused or enraged, but she has never questioned that these were Woshimir's bones. What's more, she even threatened to bring justice to father's murderers. I was almost sure that my father froze to death in the wild. No one ever tells me the truth. Did at least Sedwin mention my father's cause of death? I said murder. So it's true after all. Deep wounds, great force, a bloody axe, and a hidden body. This pattern is more clear than the trace of bleeding doe running through a snowy forest. Ninden, come with me. Ninden, come with me. I wish to confront this traitor. I'm right behind you. Be careful, Yaropelk. Alright. And now we have to listen to a conversation, which I will have to read off because it doesn't say anything. What's this about? Boy, you're too intimidated to speak with me alone? I've already talked with one of your friends. All of them are nothing but vagrants and scandalmongers. I don't want to waste my time on crap allegations again. Save it. Your time is not wasted, but it's almost over in this village. That was Yaropelk. Yeah. Nienden, I won't be listening to any of that nonsense again. Get out of my house, you brat. Yaropelk, I'm not moving a single step. You will listen to what I have to say, murderer. Nienden, you better watch. Yaropelk, you went to the cottage in the woods and found your axe, rusted and covered with blood. I know what you did. Nienden, they stole it from me. Damn hunters, they always... Yaropelk, cut the bullcrap. We found the chopped bones near the cavern. You killed my father. Nienden, Yaropelk, you what, huh? You want to feed me more lies? Look at me in the eyes. Look into my effing eyes and say you didn't do it. Nienden, Yaropelk, you grew up so quickly. Yaropelk, he was supposed to be your best friend and you butchered him. Nienden, I never... Yes, I did. Yaropelk, why? Nienden, I don't know. I didn't mean to. At least, I think I didn't. The whole night was a big blur, a hazy nightmare. We went out drinking in the blizzard. We argued a bit, but damn, I was so hammered. When I woke up, I had such a splitting headache I could barely see, so it was the smell that I noticed first. Then I saw the red. Everything was red, and my brother lay still in the center. Yaropelk, you sicken me. Nienden, I don't blame you. I loathe myself for that day as well. I'm sorry, Yaropelk. There's nothing I can say in my defense. I've heard enough. I can't even look at you now. But you'll pay for what you've done. And don't try to run. There's no place in the realms I would not hunt you down. Now I gotta talk to Yaropelk again. I need to speak with my mother. I'm terribly sorry, Yaropelk. If there's anything I can do to help, don't hesitate to ask. Someone should check on Pezirka, Nienden's ex-wife. She deserves to know the truth. Alright, off I go to do that.
Jeez.
Good date.
The middle to your house take more planks than the roofs on the big house.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Huh. Good day to you.
Maybe slightly less. Not by much.
Your straight face tells me something is bothering you, dear. Are you in need of potions or herbs? I'll find you something to loosen you up a bit in no time. Sure. I never refuse a free sample. Here you go, sweetheart. You're the former wife of Niandin, right? I bring some grave news. Yes, and I'm the unfortunate one, and not surprised that he again reminds me of his existence. What's bothering that simple-minded brute this time? Is it about ripping scams in his boots because he slipped on his way to work, or spreading onion scent in his house? That big baby is always afraid to bathe. It's more serious than that. He has admitted to killing Wojmir and is hiding his butchered body a few years ago. Hurting the ones he used to love. That's him in all his glory. Are you hungry, darling? I have some stew in the cauldron. I find your proposition highly out of line, but then again, I never refuse food. Here you go. It's well seasoned this time. As for the news you bring, Niandin is long dead to me. There's nothing more he could do to make me detest him even more, or even both of them. What do you mean both of them? He and Wojmir deserved each other. They used to disappear for their long escapades and hide robbed goods in the forest, constantly drunk and for the most part overconfident of their own abilities and craft. I tried to reach out to his good side, but I couldn't change him. One day he stopped drinking. There was hope, I thought, but from that time on, living with him became unbearable. It's funny to think that in the end, I preferred him in his numb state. The day he sobered up and started raising his fists, I realized I wasn't waiting for his, but my own incentive to change. I moved out without any regrets. To my surprise, in spite of his insanity, Niandin managed to do some things right. It's his children, all of them. They're precious gems. Skilled, clever, and kind-hearted. They will survive just fine without him. They were raised by a brave and clever mother. Don't forget that. I'll see you around. Wait, there's something else you should know. I might even have some writings. Oh, where did I put them? Give me a moment to browse through my things. In the meantime, bring me some water from the river. I have a good fresh water spot up the river, not far from my hut. Go. My potion's are about to boil away. Gotta go get water now.
Cool. Hire people. I've got 3 open spots in houses.
Okay. I'll check to see if there's anyone.
5 open spots in buildings. For jobs. Yay, clean water. Okay, quarrying east. I'm doing Amesies.
She's terrible.
Travelers
He's
of this realm
terrible.
are drawn to the bonfires like moths.
Set up
Myself included.
somebody here, but I didn't get them mining.
Everybody's terrible.
Oh, we can't tell them to mine tin. They'll only mine copper at the level 1.
Oh.
That's lame.
Huh.
Well,
So we need to get to a level 2 excavation shed.
yep.
Alright. Talking with her again. Thank you for the water, dearie. I hope you didn't hurt your back. Alright, I've gathered the scribblings and my thoughts. I'm all ears. Everyone in the village can recall clearly what they were doing the day before the great blizzard struck. I, for instance, was cooking a special mushroom soup when I was paid an unexpected visit by no one else but Wojmir. I was probably one of the last people to speak with him while he was still alive, now that I think about it. Anyways, the hunter came with an unusual request. He declared proudly that it's time he got himself another heir, and asked with a beaming smile on his face for more fertility infusion. I didn't know that they had such problems. Me neither. Womir mentioned that this infusion had helped him and his wife once before. When they'd almost lost all hope, the baby Yarapelk was born, healthy and strong. Slawa supposedly praised the medicine for working miracles. There was just one major problem in that story. An infusion of that kind doesn't exist, or at least I've never heard about it. Slawa indeed visited me frequently before her son was born, but I've usually provided her with an herbal concoctions to help her calm down and sleep at night. There's nothing worse than a man than to be stripped of his manhood. He instantly turned pale as a ghost and refused to say anything else. He then left my workshop and headed home. I assumed he had lots of explaining to do with his wife. When I woke up the next day, he was already missing, and after having set off for the snowy woods. Losing his best companion tore Ninden apart. Yet another step in his demise. But there was something more. The final straw, besides his sudden decision to give up drinking, were some unburnt fragments of parchment I found in the hearth of our home. Since Niden's fate almost certainly is sealed now, I won't need those shreds of notes anymore. They may shed some light on our village leaders, those paragons of virtue. You've kept these secrets for years. Thank you for sharing them. Be well. And I gotta go talk to Slawa.
Oh, it's you again. Want to see my wares?
If you didn't work hard for it, it's meaningless. Ah! Whew! Ah! Ah!
I'm trying to sell stuff and somebody's walking into me. So it's like making weird noises.
Goodbye.
That's annoying.
Oh. So, she is not home, and so Zemko is here. Oh, it's you again. Good to see you, my friend. What are you doing here? Where's your brother? Where's Slawa? Hold your horses. Why so many questions? My brother is preparing our departure. We are moving to a more prosperous realm. Are you on the run again? What did you do this time? Who do you think we are? Common crooks? The woods became too crowded. A hermit needs more space to operate. Yes. I brought some of our supplies to sell. We can't carry this much anymore. Anyway, I hope to meet the leader of this village, but these local cheapskates say she went north some time ago. That's what you call bad luck. I must have missed her on the way here. I only wanted to ask her for permission to sell. I wish that it was nice and legal, or I wish to do it nice and legal and leave this place with a clean record. You know, I wouldn't like having any authorities stay on our tail as we leave. Thank you for helping. I need to locate Slawa. That was one of the guys that was living in the cave.
Okay. Oh wow, that's super quick build.
Alright, found Slawa. It's over. Womir finally rests in peace along with his belongings and the wretched acts that ended his life. This should put an end to your snooping where you weren't supposed to. I won't forget what an insult your running around with my late husband's remain was to my family name and local authority, carried in a bag like a mere item. I apologize for that, but I was trying to help. I have spent years trying to bring law and order to this village. Finding a thread of understanding between half-feral hunters and simple-minded lumberjacks requires harsh measures and impossible decisions. You have no idea what it takes to be a true leader. But I do know what triggered Wodemir's departure. He was looking for a remedy from the herbalist Pazirka, which you made up. Did that foul herbal lady tell you that? She drinks too many of her potions and speaks out of her mind. Ninden did well to leave that lunatic. I care a little about her opinion as I do about yours. We're done here. Go back to your hole, wherever you nest.
You mean that fabulous village that we've constructed and are leading?
Exactly.
But we don't know anything about being a leader?
Exactly. There was no need for a medicine. You weren't a barren wench after all, as Womir used to call you and blame you for all his failures. What did you call me? Who told you that? I stumbled on some interesting writings. It's all there. You filthy bastard, how dare you? Give me that back. Yaropelk should know who his real father is. He deserves to know. Silence. That would distract him from his preparations. He has to become the leader of this village at all costs. He's always been better than Womir in every way. His father was a disappointment. Stop bringing him back. Womir was an unmatched hunter, yes, but he lacked in every other area, even as a husband. How long was I supposed to wait? Until I am withered and barren? I did what I needed to do. The boy was born strong, the village's lineage was secure and undisputed, and its leader proudly wandered the woods as usual, knowing he had a promising heir, all because of my sacrifice. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were such a martyr, a hero even. No, all I wanted was for my child to be better than him. Womir didn't have any sense of leadership in him. He could have managed the riskiest hunting expedition, but could neither handle nor understand his people's everyday needs. He was almost never here when his people needed him. When I needed him, it wasn't long before everyone's hopes rested on my shoulders. Ninden, on the other hand, may not be the brightest, but I could always count on him. He was near whenever I needed him, at least until that cursed winter night when Womir figured out the truth. What really happened that night? Womir was furious. I had never witnessed so much ferocity in him. He rushed at me and nearly choked the life out of me. But even in his rage, he wasn't that kind of man. So he released me and ran into the woods. It took me a while to come to my senses. Then I immediately alarmed Ninden. They were still good friends and respected comrades after all. But there was part of me that fooled myself into thinking that this fire could be put out. Time went by and none of them returned. I could not stand waiting any longer and followed their fresh trail in the snow. I had no doubts where Womir was going. His cottage in the woods, the safe spot was a pretty obvious choice. I reached the building only to encounter a most pitiful sight. Two prominent leaders, hammered, drunk, and in deep argument. Womir could barely stand straight, while Ninden was on all fours. Before I could even speak, Womir raised his axe, babbling something about justice. I didn't know what to do, I just acted. I threw myself between the two, who were both part of my life. I grabbed Womir's wrists as he was about to split Niden's skull in half, with the woodcutter's own axe. I'll spare you the rest, as I wish to never relive it again. That day I prevented my son from becoming an orphan. Murder is murder, no matter the motivation. You should be hanged for what you... No, I'm not going to say that. Sometimes to save a life is to take one, but those lies grew for years. This could have been avoided. Spare me this moral preaching. You weren't there. I don't remember what happened when I left the scene. All I recall is blindly running back home scared. Ninden returned the next day. He believed that he was responsible for his friend's death. I could not reason with him in any way. He became withdrawn and half dead inside. Soon after, I had to take over as leader of our village. We never brought up this dark event, and it stayed like that until you came along. I have never witnessed so many lies and crimes at once. How do people even know who you really are? I have no regrets. I worked hard to wash the blood stain off my hands. Just please don't make my son see me as a monster. This would kill me. The future of the leader of this village is bright and kind. Only time will tell how he sees you. You learned what you wanted. Now leave me be. Alright, now I gotta go back and talk to Yaropek again. And I think that's it for this. Oh, actually, I think we have one more season to wait, and then that'll be it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think we have to come back after the fact to check on him.
Oh, I never put on any cold weather gear.
Oh.
I should probably do that. It's getting dark and I'm starting to get cold.
Alright. It's good to see you, friend. I'm waiting for my mother's return. We have to decide what to do with the cursed Ninden. Each second of his presence here is pure torture and pain for me and Slava. I think you might have to reconsider your actions. I spoke with your mother. She and Ninden were both involved in Womir's death. What do you mean? They knew where the hunter went and how he met his end all along. And how is that? More lies and secrets? When will it come to an end? So what now? Is she even my mother, or was I dropped at my parents' door in a basket? I'm afraid you're not far off. Slawa and Ninden had an affair before you were born. I'm sorry, Yaropek, but Womir was not your real father. No, this brute? I'm nothing like him. I'm terribly sorry, Yaropek. You deserve better. I don't care about this anymore. Whoever fathered me doesn't get credit for who I am. I am Yaropelk, and I make my own choices. And the first one will be clearing this mess. It's time my mother passed the leadership to me. After all, she is never officially sworn in, but has merely fulfilled the duties of a missing chieftain. The timing is right since I'm entering adulthood next season. Your aid has been of much value to me, and I respect your opinion. So do me one last favor and tell me what you would do in my position. Alright, so Slawa is the main source of your problems. Your mother hasn't been honest with you for years, and in order for new people or for people to respect you, follow you as the new leader, you should cut your ties with her. Your mother's intuition or intentions may have been to protect you at all costs, but she failed miserably in the end. This woman turned Needon's life into nothing but pain and sorrow. The man deserves a second chance. Needon betrayed your father without any hesitation. You both share the same blood, but it doesn't mean you're alike. Be wiser and finally end this dark chapter in your family's history. Forgive and move on. Your mother has been preparing you for this role for years. Or, Wolmir was the closest to a father you had, but he was rarely there for you when you needed him. The other two, your bloodkin, were blinded by their own vanity and selfishness. Your mother at least still wishes you well, but the adulterer, Needon, has nothing to offer you except trouble and his bad influence. I think I'm going to pick the one to forgive and forget.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. Thank you for your advice. I'll consider it and never thank you enough for your help. I need some time to make decisions on my own, as befit a true leader. We'll speak again. Yep, wait for next season.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. And now I'm going to head back home. And then we can sleep. And I think that's actually going to be a good end to the episode, because we got a lot of questing done.
I got a lot of building done.
Yeah.
I'm not childish. They're childish.
Hello there.
Bring into my donkey, people.
Alright. Well, while I ride back, I'll go ahead and do outro. Thank you guys so much for joining. Oh.
Hire people while you're in town.
Oh, yeah.
Production and excavation.
Let me ride back.
Wait until we're on the road.
I guess I can also just sleep here in Piastovia.
Okay, good.
Onward!
Character is always thirsty. It's like drinking once every 2 or 3 days. It's gotta got for him.
Yeah, what the heck.
Can't move.
Oh, we got one.
Excellent.
I'm an experienced traveler, but a shy one.
How are you?
And it's a guy.
I only
Yay.
travel when
Yay.
everyone's watching.
Oh.
I had a dream.
Let's
in
go.
which we all had green diamonds above our heads and
Alright, see, production or excavation?
Excavation.
Excellent.
Alright, now we'll go ahead and do the outro. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. If you did enjoy the episode, slap a like, comment, and subscribe. But as always, until next time, keep on surviving.
Hey, have fun gaming. Goodbye.